What is up, you guys? The hype is real. Here comes the Clash Royale tournament update. 4 new cards, 2 new legendaries, and of course the in-game tournaments. And stay tuned for the end of this video for an important announcement that you do not want to miss out on. Let's get into some legendary action with the brand new cards. This was a series of friendly battles between Gon and myself in the update hype clan using the brand new cards. And again, this was conducted on the developer version before everything went live, but you could be seeing this in game very shortly, as no doubt people will be very eager to unlock the bowler, the lumberjack, the ice spirits, and yes, maybe even a few legendary logs will be dropping in a battlefield near you. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of interesting changes. You know what I've heard and I keep hearing over and over again, and that is that the meta has been destroyed. This game is going to be so different post-update than it was pre-update. It's going to be so much more than just Hog Cycle Royal Giant decks. Who knows what is going to be the killer strategy, or if there ever will be one that really dominates anymore. As the game continues to become more and more diverse, there's going to be more strategies out there, just like we've always talked about. And check out that lumberjack getting to the tower and dropping its rage spell, perfectly timed for the lava hound to get to the tower. I would imagine that we will see a lot of lumberjack-based strategies, as the lumberjack will get in there and enrage things like the lava hound, especially maybe balloons, and a personal favorite of mine, either the miner or the goblin barrel. Now right here, Gon and I are just kind of goofing off. In fact, this time Gon brought a troll deck that consisted of only legendary cards, so he was definitely at a disadvantage having nothing but these brand new cards to use, and having our hands on them early like this, it's tough to really even know where they're going to be effective, what combinations to use. There goes my bowler getting to the tower, the princess working on it, but the bowler doing a good job. I get the lumberjack in there, but not ideal. Obviously, a big part of the lumberjack's value is his rage spell, and they're completely wasted. Doesn't seem to affect the log either, but the log, such a fantastic hard counter to the princess. I called this. I have to tell you guys, in a previous stream, I did mention that I predicted there would be a hard counter, a big nerf to the princess that would come in the form of new cards and new strategies, and not just nerfing her abilities. And that is exactly what we are seeing here, where the zap spell wouldn't get it done. Now just 2 elixir for a log will give you a positive trade, crushing princesses left and right like you see Gon, taking out 2 of my poor crowned beauties at once. So time is counting down to the final 10 seconds of this battle, but his right tower badly damaged. I am moving in on ClashonGan with the log, with the princess trying to get in there. Just 400 more hit points to finish this thing off. I send in a hog rider. He's got the log, he's got the Sparky, but they're not going to stop the good old hog rider. And with 10 seconds into overtime, I grab the 2-1 win. I love the new confetti. And of course, the arena just looks super cool. It's going to take some getting used to, I think, especially with that ice block sliding down the ramp on the right-hand side. It's a little distracting until you get used to playing in that arena. All right, so another matchup between myself and ClashonGan. This time, we've both brought nothing but legendaries. It's completely legendaries going up against each other in a friendly battle. And I don't normally use Sparky, so I figured I would try some different and odd combinations with Sparky, with the lumberjack. There go the princesses working on the lumberjacks. I've got 2 of them, and the first one falls, drops his rage. The second one's going to fall as well, enraging Sparky, and that means that tower's in big trouble. There it goes, such an early lead, the enraged Sparky. And check out that rage spell also reaching the miner. So that could be a huge difference being made by the range and where that rage spell gets dropped. What position your lumberjack is in when he goes down is going to make a big difference in the effectiveness of other troops getting to the tower. So right here, Gon again going with that lumberjack lava hound, the LJLH combination, trying to get the lumberjack to fall and enrage the lava hound. He goes down too early this time. The lava hound, ideally, I would think, would break into lava pups the same time that he spills that rage, and the lava pups, or say the minion horde, would be fantastic under that lumberjack rage spell. So it looks like I'm about to lose my left tower. I've got one of his towers down. We're down to about a minute and a half left in the battle. And again, we're kind of just goofing off. Look at the value of the log, though. The log crushing all of those units, wipes out my princess, and the log bounces onto the tower. I lose a tower to a log. Let me tell you, the bathroom humor is going to be everywhere when people drop logs on other people. And I guess there's just no controlling it. It's just going to go there. My mind went there. I apologize. But we move on with the battle down into the last 60 seconds. Double elixir going on for these all legendary decks. And it looks like my princesses might be doing okay if I can keep the log away. And here it comes. And 2 princesses bite the dust to Gon's log. So again, you guys, I feel like that's one of the most significant things in this update, is the log costing only 2 elixir and giving such great value against cards like the princess and the knockback that it has. These cards, the ice spirits and the log, being so inexpensive to carry in your deck, I feel like they are going to be very flexible, very useful, and I've got a situation of my own right here. I dropped the log on the Sparkies, didn't work, but my Sparky takes out 2 of his Sparkies simultaneously as I lose my own Sparky, but I'm still in big trouble. He's got a Sparky coming in on my tower along with a miner. We've got a lot of miners in there trying to do major damage. The Sparky goes down. We are into overtime. Everything pretty much wiped out, but Gon is relentless, man. He will not stop coming at me with those Sparkies. He is going to come one more time, and this probably not the best idea. I throw the Lava Hound up, and now Gon moving in on me with a Lava Hound and a Sparky. A rage spell enrages both of them. I throw a desperation log down the lane. It's not going to do the trick, but you know what is? This Sparky right here is going to end this battle momentarily as it focuses on the tower. Gon's got 3 of them moving in. I have absolutely no chance. 3 crowned by a triple Sparky push, and Gon takes the 3-1 win. So let's go ahead and move into another friendly legendary battle. This time, I have switched out a few cards. Gon has as well. Now, if you haven't checked out ClashonGan on YouTube, be sure you do that. The link to his channel is down below in the description, and he also is going to be streaming on Mob Crush with me. Together, we should be hosting a ton of huge tournaments. Speaking of, don't forget the end of this video, there is an important announcement right there that pertains to those of you who want to enter in some big tournaments for free. All right, here it comes, my favorite strategy. Check this out. The miner, the minions, and the goblin barrel all under rage, and that tower just vaporized. Just almost an instantaneous destruction of the tower. And again, that rage spell extending so far out that those units got a lot of damage on the king's tower. Now, of course, I did lose my left lane tower at the same time, but look at the amount of damage I've done to his king's tower with that setup. That is going to be so dangerous. It's such another great combination to add to the way the miners work. Get that miner in there, get the goblin barrel in there, and the minions if you can. Enrage any and all of them, and you are going to wipe out opponents' towers left and right. But speaking of wiping out opponents' towers, I'm going to put together a pretty solid push here down the right-hand side, and of course, we've got to try to 3-crown him. I mean, obviously, he has a perfectly healthy left tower. Let's go after the right. He zaps my goblin barrel as it lands. So, unfortunately, my rage goblin barrel trick right there did not work out. He immediately wiped out those goblins, and they didn't get any damage on the tower. Now, I do have a miner, some barbarians that get in there, and we are dangerously close to finishing this one off. If it weren't for the bowler, it was all over. But look at the minion horde just melt through the bowler. They are going to move on to the king's tower, and I'm eventually going to get around to another goblin barrel. There goes the log, crushing another princess. We're just a shot or 2 away from ending this. I'm going to drop the ice wizard back here, but here it comes, goblin barrel, no zap ready. The log is not going to get there in time. Game over, the 3-crown win. The log is fast. It's a good card, but not a fast enough counter to that goblin barrel. All right, let's get down to the big announcement, and that is the very first tournament is going to be happening momentarily. As soon as the maintenance is over and the new update happens, I will be starting a tournament, and it's going to be a 20,000 gem, 500 player tournament, and we're going to call this one, how about Galadon's Mob Crush? We'll call it the Mob Crush Mini #1. But Galadon, it's 500 players, it's 20,000 gems. How can you call this a mini? Well, compared to some of the tournaments I will be hosting on Mob Crush, this is a miniature tournament. But it is tournament kickoff week, and we are going to get it started right with this tournament and many, many others coming very soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned, stay subscribed. You will get notifications here for the biggest tournaments happening on Mob Crush. This is going to be a fast one. Short preparation time, 15 minutes. It's going to be a 1-hour tournament, and it's going to have a password. And the password is going to be revealed on Mob Crush in the live stream. So make sure you check it out there. Come follow me on Mob Crush, the URL here and in the description. Come join me for some amazing streams or just to hang out. And remember, I've been told the Galadab is on fleek. So come check me out on Mob Crush. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the update, and I will see you very, very soon for more full attacks.
Galadon, the Galadab is on flight. Englishman, do you speak it?